Hello everybody, this is Eric. Today is March 3rd, 7:52 p.m. Vancouver time. I'm in Vancouver. And when you find out that if this video is interesting and you do want to carry on to subscribe to my video in the future, you may look up my name, Eric Hotung Leung, H-O-T-U-N-G, L-E-U-N-G, or you may Google Top Gainers Hotung also. Now, I'm going to talk about Toronto stock market. Okay, so let's take a look off the screen right here. Toronto market right now, I would say last closing was at 16,068 points. Okay, I try to ignore the decimal point. So up by about 69 points, 0.43%. So people may ask, what will happen next week or in the future? Eric only talk about stock market or stock price in the future or tomorrow. I seldom talk about stock price before. So but remember, my suggestion or my ideas are just an alternative choice, alternative suggestions, and all investors, after watching my video, they have to take their own risk, and they investing in the stock market, and everybody's their risk taking behavior is different. So please just take my advice as alternative advice. Okay, all right. Toronto stock market was going up quite a lot from 2019 January the 1st up to now. Wow, almost from below 14,000 points up to about 16,000 points. So more than about 2,000 points in about 2 months. So that means in an average of 1,000 points per month, and that is quite a lot of increasing. Look into 2018 last year. When you look at 2018, for about 5 months, that Toronto stock market was just fluctuated between 15,500 to 16,500. Okay, within 1,000 points for about 5 months. So compare, you found that this increase is quite a lot. So people may ask, very simple, when the stock market up in Toronto will drop, when the increase will stop. And so I'm going to give some suggestion right here. Now the peak of last year is 16,590 points right here, and the next supporting lines, according to Eric's forecast, next supporting line will be 15540 right here. Okay, and also to make it simple, in next week, if Toronto Stock Exchange can stand on top of 16,000 points, okay, then you will be still safe, and also it will increase as well for next week. But if Toronto Stock Exchange move to the right hand side and fall below 16,000 points, then you must be careful. Once Toronto Stock Exchange fall below 16,000, it means that either you will go horizontally, or either it will go down. Okay, which one will come first? Well, I will expect that on Monday or Tuesday, the Toronto Stock Exchange will still go up a little bit. Okay, but then it will come to this line right here. Okay, this upwarding line, and on Wednesday or Thursday, it will cross this line and then start to drop a little bit. Okay, if it still can stand on top of 16,000 points, okay, then it will be safe. but I do forecast that by the end of next week, then Toronto Stock Exchange will drop below 16,000 points. Once it drops below 16,000 points, then it will go towards 15500. Go toward this line. Okay, and before it come to 15500, it will have a big chance to raise up again. But of course, we have to look into the stock market in United States. Basically, if United States, have similar, increasing or decreasing, then Toronto will follow. But that's my forecast about Toronto next week. Okay, Eric just tell you stock price of next week. Then the market will be the judge to find out whether Eric's forecast is correct or not. If next week you find out that my forecast is correct, then try to refer my YouTube to your friends, okay, and also subscribe my YouTube as well. Before I go, I would like to also talk about free stocks in Toronto. Okay, for example, I pick up from Global and Mail the most active stock on the right here. Okay, the most active stock from Global Mail, and then also I try to find out some stock that has about 2% or 5% increase. I mean, active and also increasing, before the closing of last week. And let's take a look at Bombardier, and the short form is BBD.B. Okay, because this stock also lists in New York Stock Exchange. So to want to make sure that this is the Toronto one, so you see a TO behind. I am using Yahoo Finance to look at the graph, okay, so that if you want to find out the same graphics, you may try to use the same software. Now Bombardier, what happened to this stock? Okay, when people ask about a stock, they may ask whether it will go up in the future, horizontal, or whether it will go down. Okay, and short-term purchasing, investing, or medium, a few months, or long-term. Now take a look at this stock. Okay, last 5 years. Okay, this is the trend for last 5 years. It went up to a peak in 2018, about July, and then fell down immediately. And now, last time was closing at 2.9. 2 year. Okay, that's 2 years term. 1 year terms. Okay. Now, Bombardier. It has a very, very strong support at $2 Canadian dollar, I guess. Okay, this is Toronto market, because I try to analyze the Hong Kong market, the US market, and Canadian market, so that now this is Toronto. So Bombardier has very strong support right here, $2. What does that mean? It means that if you purchase Bombardier right now, then even though Bombardier dropped down to around $2 or $2.20, something like that, and that will be a strong support, so you don't have to worry too much that you'll drop further down. Okay, but however, last month Bombardier also has a strong support at 260, around 260. So that last week Bombardier has a strong support at 260, about 30 cents from now. Now Bombardier trying to go up, like a steps, one step up and then one step up. But remember what I said on Monday or Tuesday, the Toronto Stock Exchange market may rise for about 1 or 2 days, but then starting Wednesday and Thursday, you will have an adjustment, so that the market will go down a little bit for adjustment, because it has been increased a lot. So Bombardier at the same time, I don't expect beginning of next week it will increase a lot, and also by end of next week, I forecast that Bombardier may drop back to about 2.6, 2.7, something like that. And if Toronto Stock Exchange, have a big adjustment a week later, and also I will expect that Bombardier will go back to around 240 to $2.40 to 250. Okay, so basically this is not a very good time for short-term investment for Bombardier. How about long-term investment? Well, it's a good stock because it has a strong support at $2.20, and also the peak is at around 558. From now to 558, we can see that there are quite a lot of margin. Okay, but before it hit 558, also Bombardier, the next ceiling will be around 460. So that means once the Toronto Stock Exchange made the adjustment going down and then come back again probably by middle of March or end of March, and then at that time Bombardier will have a chance to aim toward $4 to $4.50. Okay, so medium range is a good buy. Okay, but next week this may not be a good stock for next week. And then another one, CNQ, Canadian Natural Resources. Okay, let's take a look of last 5 years. Wow, fluctuated quite a lot. Okay, and then 2 year, and then 1 year. Now this kind of natural resources stock is not following the big market. What I mean is not following the major index, so that it has its own path, individual path. So CNQ, recently it dropped to around $14.50 right here, and then just came up to, no, not $14, this is 14 million volume. Recently it dropped to around, let me see, the low point is $30, okay, and then from $30 it increased up to $38. Wow, this is a stock that fluctuates quite a lot. Okay, and the next target of course will be the peak right here, and that will be 48.60. So from 38 to 48, that will be another $10.50. But remember, even though if the major index increase, CNQ may have its own way. So if Toronto's Stock Exchange index increase, then CNQ may decrease, and or vice versa. So, but anyway, right now, CNQ is at an increasing trend, is at an increasing path, going up. Okay, and the next target will be about $10 from now. So it's worth to look at it. Okay, all right. Next one more. MFC, Manulife. Manulife, 5 year, right here, and then 2 year, 1 year. Let's take a look at 2 year. Okay, now Manulife, okay, is increasing, okay, at a upward trend. Okay, so I also expect that Manulife in about middle of March or end of March, you'll come up to around around $24 at least. Okay, $24. Okay, so at that range is quite obvious quite obvious. It will go up to about $24. Yeah, and then the ceiling will be at 25.2. I can draw a line, and then you can for your reference. Okay, right. Now Manulife is going toward this direction, or going toward this price, which is about $25.20. Okay, so that means compare to BBD, compared to CNQ, for medium term, relatively speaking, Manulife is better. Manulife is better. But although the range of increment is not that much, 22.5 up to about 20 cents, it's not that big, but you know, it's safe, it's very obvious, and less risk and sure return. Okay, so this is the one that I will recommend today on March 3rd, 2019 by Eric Leung. Now my forecast, okay, is always effective for about 1 week only. So that's why when I do the forecast for Toronto market and the US market, I will try to do it once a week at during weekend. Okay, I'll try to make it on Saturday so that people can watch it before Monday. And so every Saturday, please pay attention to my YouTube. All right, thank you very much, and have a nice day, and enjoy the stock market on coming next week.